Hello and welcome to Face Off. My name is Olu Phillips. Today we're looking at a very critical topic, and that has to do with electioneering process. The question we're asking is, must elections end at the tribunals? It's been over 6 months since the last elections held across the country, and almost all the contested positions are being questioned at the tribunal. So far, some pronouncements have been coming from the tribunals to the effect that some politicians elected to National Assembly have had their elections nullified. Yeah, we got a few examples like that. There are many who also have questioned the time and resources expended in the course of pursuing victory at the tribunals. Is it worth it? Who is paying the bills? What happens when the elections is nullified? Who bears the cost? Indeed, must our elections end up at the tribunals? I have two gentlemen here in the studio. I'll be introducing them as soon as we come back from this short break. Let's take a short break. When we return, it will be time to hit this topic. If you just joined us, this is still Channels Television, and the program you're watching is Face Off, and we're looking at issues around elections. Should all elections end up in tribunal? Why do we always have election results being contested at the tribunal level? I have two guests with me tonight. To my right, immediate right, is Ita Awag. He was a former commissioner of information in Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Ita, you're welcome.
Hello. Good evening. Good evening, viewers.
And to my left, I have Mr. Sunday Esenekak. I had to practice that name a few times before coming on set. I hope I got that right. Esenekak. I did very well. I mean, I deserve some credit.
Correct.
Now, these two men or gentlemen will be looking at this issue. Let me start with you, because you disagree so much while we're talking backstage about this topic. You said you don't believe election results should be contested at the tribunal. So I'm going to ask you to give your opening remark, and I'm also going to ask you to give your opening remark in 60 seconds each. Then you can fire the first salvo. Is that okay? So let's go.
All right. I strongly believe that election petitions should not be contested at the tribunal because of the incumbent fact that there's a lot of time wasting, there's a lot of finances, human resources, material resources, effort are being put to resolve election petitions at the tribunal. So now putting all this together right at the tribunal, the taxpayer, the money that was supposed to be used for the running of government is invariably being sidelined for the tribunals
okay,
and the contest in court.
Okay, fantastic.
So I believe that there should be another way of trying to resolve these election petitions other than going to the tribunal.
Honorable former commissioner.
I disagree with him completely. And I'm disagreeing from the point of view that of what happened or what has been happening in all our elections, especially in this country. You see that during every election, we do everything to win that election. Everything legitimate, and often, more often than not, illegitimate and illegal things just to win the election. And now, if I am one of the contestants and I know that you have pulled a fast one on me, how do I get justice? If I leave it at the point of the announcement of the result, how do I get justice? How do we encourage the society to grow a just environment if I do not go to seek justice at the tribunal?
Mr. Sunday, he's justice worried. He's equity worried. He's worried about equity. He's worried about justice.
Yeah, justice is justice. There are so many definitions of justice.
Oh, really?
And some people, justice is like the cobweb, and I used to like that definition of justice.
No.
Justice being a cobweb.
No, it's very, very
justice
simple.
being a cobweb whereby the small animal run through the cobwebs and they get trapped, but the bigger birds, like a big birds, will run in and carry the cobwebs and run away. So justice, there are so many sides to justice. Why do we have to contest election at the tribunal? Even though the law allowed that the people that are not happy with election results should go to the tribunal. But there could be another way of trying to resolve election matters, election petitions in a different way, so that we will avoid this cost. Because
so for you, the justice he mentioned is not an issue because it doesn't seem to have played out for everybody.
Yes.
Oh well, I don't know.
Who pays the cost?
No,
who pays the cost?
No, we are not talking about
who pays the cost
now
of these elections?
Barrister, we are not talking about the cost now. We are not talking about the cost now. We are talking of me being satisfied that that process was free and fair.
I'm just worried the satisfaction isn't satisfaction.
Okay, no. Listen, come to Akwa Ibom, for instance.
Yeah.
We had it. We had all the
prejudice.
No. I'm just
example.
Yes, it's just off the cuff example. That is the one I'm very, very intimate with. Okay. We went out for election. From my own unit. Somebody who was in government, my local government chairman, who was in government, the PDP government, got armed thugs, got some thugs dressed in police uniform. Only goodness knows where they got those uniforms from.
Nigeria?
In Nigeria. And they were shooting everywhere into the air, driving us away. And at the end of the day, they went with the INEC man. The election result was not announced in my own unit. Only for us to sit down. Olu, 3-4 days later. And here there was, so winner in the winner is this man from PDP. How do I correct that if I don't go to the tribunal? To bring to the tribunal the fact that this is what happened. 1, 2, 3 people, like it happened in Akwa Ibom State, were killed in broad daylight. How do we rectify that? Because if we do not rectify that kind of thing, all we are trying to say.
I think the solution to rectification.
No.
Maybe
it is the tribunal. No. It is the tribunal. It is the tribunal. It is when we go to the tribunal.
I think he got is getting everything wrong.
No. Please let me finish. Okay. It is when we get to the tribunal, like we have gone, and we say, Mr. Judge, number one, this is what happened. This man was not supposed to come there with guns. He came with guns. And this is the effect of that. INEC man was not supposed to hide or debar me in any way from freely expressing my desire, voting for who I want to vote for. That is